Good morning. Good morning. It's Briak at Out of Games. Welcome back to my channel. Alex, Rage. It's 5 in the morning and currently impossible to sleep. I feel the same way. So here we are. I'm gonna play some Final Fantasy. So we just beat Final Fantasy 4 yesterday, and I thought, well, what the hell? Let's play some 14 today. And I'm actually going to be doing some fates because I've got this quest for the weapon upgrade, the resistant weapon upgrade. So this is what we're going to be doing today. Watching foreign country documentaries? Oh man, that sounds pretty rough. The Mountain Dew is probably why you can't sleep though. Let's talk about that for a second. I used to drink a lot of Mountain Dew and soda, and I stopped, and now I can't shit. I'm just kidding, I'm joking. That's terrible. No, seriously though, that's the caffeine will do it for you. It's hard to get some rest. So, I don't know if, these resistant weapons, I don't know if this is like 100% drop for these memories, but gotta do these fates to get these memories. What I'm realizing is my keyboard clicking is probably obnoxious, because I'm going to be doing that pretty much constantly throughout this. So I legitimately used to have problems sleeping too, and I was streaming at night, and I was so exhausted, and I just like couldn't function when I was like streaming, because I'd be tired, I'd be working, and then I'd be getting exhausted and falling asleep during my stream, like And I've started getting up at 5 a.m. for streams, and ever since I started that, I'm falling asleep at like 9 o'clock. I've changed my whole schedule. I have no problem sleeping at all now. Like, it sounds crazy, but try, like, changing your schedule to get up at, like, 5 a.m. Alright, haunting memory, alright. So maybe these are, like, automatic 100% drops. It's, would be good, actually. Let's go do this one. Yeah, see, I'm more of a nighttime person, honestly. But, it's just once you change your schedule, it makes everything a bit easier. Oh, damn it. There we go. Oh, are you? Okay, well that changes things. If you're still at work that late, not much you can do about your schedule changing then. Uh-oh, 25 seconds to finish this. Am I going to do it? I don't know. I didn't know this fate was so close to the end. I don't think it's going to be I don't think we're going to do it. No. No, failed. Fuck. Alright, let's go to this one. What is this grizzly hitting me for? You ever see that show Superstore? I started watching that recently, and it reminded me a lot of the job I used to have working in retail. Like there was actually a couple that like got engaged there, had gotten pregnant when they were teenagers, and had raspy mustaches. Dude looked just like that guy Bo in the show. It's based on like a Walmart. Like it's implied. It's not, you know. They don't come out right out and say it, but it's basically Walmart. They do have a season though. Season 6 is all about like COVID in the retail shop. Yeah, it's a comedy. It's pretty good. I recently started watching that though, and it's on Hulu, so I've been like binge watching it. I switch back and forth between like Netflix and Hulu and Disney Plus and stuff like, you know, just I don't get the same one all the time because, you know, you can watch everything you want and then switch it out. Do I have my sound on? I can't even, I don't have my headset in usually, or today. Alright. You been playing anything good? Any games lately? I was gonna start up Elder Scrolls Online. It's an expansion that comes out today, but it's not out yet. It comes out tomorrow. Or it comes out today at noon, so I'm gonna play that tomorrow on stream. Too bad. Yeah, tomorrow's gonna be Elder Scrolls Online because we're gonna play that expansion. I've been playing a lot of Final Fantasy 14 lately. Not on stream, just off stream. So I figured I'd get into it while I was on stream too. Hey, if you're awake, you're welcome to come join. It's kind of like a 5 a.m. ritual at this point for me. My hours changed, so it's hard for people to come in. Like, a lot of the people who have been watching me over the last year don't wake up at 5 a.m. I know that's a shocker, but it's true. So, I've had to, like, get a new audience. And I've actually had a number of people coming in, but I switch games so much that I think, you know, there's people who've been interested in Dark Souls, there's people interested in Final Fantasy, you know, but it's not, like, a consistent game, so it's hard to find a consistent group of people. I should really just play the same game for, like, 6 months. Yeah, that's. I've been doing it, but not everybody does it, so. It's actually kind of nice. I normally don't stream on Tuesdays, but I have this work meeting every Tuesday at like 6 a.m. I work with some Europeans, so I have to get up early for that call. And today it got canceled, so that's why I'm here. Ah, I got silver. Not worth it. Let's go to this one over here. Resistance fighter. I guess it's not 100% drop rate because I got gold twice. I didn't get it, so hopefully we can get a lot of these pretty quickly though. Yeah, I guess it's sort of like work. I mean, I don't know. I don't look at streaming as work. Like, I enjoy it. I'm playing video games, you know, it's not exactly the same thing. But if you can't sleep, you're welcome to come in here anytime. That is why I'm here. Yeah, then the next few days with Elder Scrolls Online will be fun. I haven't played that since the last expansion came out. I'm not, you know, I know a lot of people like playing that game 24/7, and I don't really get it. I like the game, but it's not, I can't play it constantly. Whereas with this game, Final Fantasy 14, I can play it like every 2 months because there's patches every 2 months, new content and stuff. I can't play an MMO for that long, like on a consistent basis. I get bored. The Interview was a good movie. You know, have you been to a theater lately? Because they did open up a bunch of theaters, right? I saw A Quiet Place 2 is out. I want to go see that. I've still been staying home. I'm trying to stay safe from COVID. I have the vaccine, but you know, that doesn't guarantee you're not going to get sick. So I've been trying to stay away from people still. Eventually, I'm going to have to actually go out of the house. So we'll see what I end up doing. But it'll probably be to a movie theater. Because I love the movies. This thing is going to fucking aggro. You know, I hate to hear that because the vaccine's proven to be effective. And it keeps you safe, especially if you have to go back to school or anything like that. I have family members who haven't gotten it and aren't getting it. And I think they're being a bit dumb. But, you know, it's for you to figure out. Alright, got a memory. Good, that's 2. Let's go back over here. Go do the evil seed. You know the vaccination's free, right? Like, you can go into a Rite Aid or a CVS, any pharmacy, and just go get it. Like, they don't ask questions either. I mean, they may ask your age, but... They'll ask your age. Yeah, I guess you need a parent's approval then. Jesus fuck, what is this thing about? Why is it so... This one's a little harder than I thought it was going to be. I'm 65. Why can't I hit this guy? Alright, we're going to have to leave. Let's go find a different one. Let's go to the morning after. Oh, excuse me. That's what happens in your teens. You kind of figure out what you should believe versus what your parents should believe. Kind of dumb that the level is 58 for these mobs and I'm 65. It's a pretty huge range for a Fate. I don't know where you're growing up, man, but I grew up in the South. And when I was 18, I moved away. So, I'm not saying you do that, but, you know. Moving away gives you some freedom. Hey, Zephiel. Good morning. Zephiel, check it out, man. 510 resistance weapon. Pretty awesome, right? It's pretty easy to get too. I want you to get in here and farm this stuff. Instead of working right now, Zephiel, you should come and farm Boja. I'm working on the 515 weapon right now. This one's gonna take a while. This is the second to last step though. It's pretty fast. Like, you go from getting your 485 to 515 pretty quickly, I think. Yeah, get rank 10 in Boja first. And then after that, you're going to want to go to Heaven's Ward. There's specific zones you go to, but you get the 3 different memories. And then after you've gotten the 20 memories of each type, that gets you the 500, the first 500 item. And then you have to do a couple of other things to get the... there's 2 level 500 items. One is glowing and one isn't. You get the one that isn't first. Then you get the one that is second. And then after you do that, you have to do... either level 60 or duty roulette leveling dungeons. You have to do 5 or 6 of those. And then that will get you your 5... that's the 500 glowing? I think that's the 500 glowing. And then after you do that, then you have to do that castrum thing 3 times. And that only takes like 15-20 minutes. It's actually really short. And then after you do that, you're on this part. I think what took the longest was actually the leveling in level 60 dungeons. Because you have to do 6 of those. Alright, drinking water here. Maybe not right after work, but shortly after. Yeah, I've got to take my kid to go get an allergy shot. So neither of us can actually play right after work. So thank you for... Thanks for that recommended time slot. This part's actually kind of shitty because the drop rate isn't guaranteed for these memories. So this is for the 515. You have to do you have to get 18 memories from Fates in the Stormblood areas and the well, 2 Stormblood areas, I guess, because this is Stormblood, right? Urbania. And I've gotten like 2 memories, I think. Yeah, 2. I've got to get 18 of this and then 18 of another con. And then after that, then I have to do Palace of the Dead for like a week. Because the item that you need drops in Palace of the Dead. Can you imagine, like, I don't know. I don't like Palace of the Dead. Like, people do that up to like... You know, I like watching it. I like when people are like, oh, I'm going to do Palace of the Dead solo. Like, that looks incredibly... I like watching it, but it looks boring to me to play through. Like, I've tried it once or twice. And that's apparently, like, the best way to get this next item you need is to do Palace of the Dead. So you have to solo from, like, floor 1 to, like, floor 200, and it gives you, like, a guaranteed chance of getting all of the next item you need. But I've never soloed that far, so I don't know if that's, like, easy to do or hard to do. I have no idea. I imagine it's probably a challenge, right? Because that's how it's set up. We'll stream it. I'm sure it must be a challenge. I don't know. We'll try it out. I don't really need anything leveling wise though. Like, so these Fates or Palace of the Dead, it's just kind of a waste of time, except for the weapon. See, no memories. Ah, jeez. Not a guaranteed drop. Let's go do Resistance Fighter, I guess. I wonder if it's higher level Fates have a higher chance of dropping. Is Ellie? Thank you for the bits. Oh shit, another one. Let's go back. Let's go back here. Yeah, Zelly, I'm farming for my resistance weapon. I gotta get 18 memories of haunting memories of dying. I've got 2 in the last 30 minutes. It's gonna take a little while. And then tomorrow we're playing the Elder Scrolls Online. There's an expansion that comes out today. I wasn't actually going to stream today, but my work meeting got canceled, so here we are. No. Go change it now. Like, so you can get a second. So right now I have this quest, which is for the Paladin weapon, and because it's on a different part, I was able to switch or get another quest for Red Mage, but you can't have 2. You can't do 2 at the same time at the same speed. Is what I'm seeing. So if you want to switch to get the Dragoon weapon or switch to get the Warrior weapon, just go ahead and do it. Oh. Yeah, no, you can't. I mean, no. That's the basic answer. You're stuck on Dragoon until you get Dragoon. And you can work on both of them at the same time. Like, I could go right now and work on my Red Mage weapon, but I can't be on the same quest chain for both, I don't think. Or maybe I can, I don't know, but I can only turn in the memories for one. I actually don't know the answer to that. I haven't, like, gotten that far into it. But I'm on the same part you are for the Red Mage one, so I'm still getting the tortured memories and not harrowing memories. Like, those are both in my bag for the Red Mage weapon. So again, I have a reason to do some of the fates in Boja. This is actually a kind of hard fate. I'm not gonna die to it, but these guys are hitting pretty hard. Oh, my Chocobo went away. That's why I don't have a healer. This is a great way to level your Chocobo, too. Zelly, where are you in Boja and getting your weapon? Have you been doing that? I do have the FF14 car mount. I actually just went yesterday and bought a whole bunch of Butterfingers to get the Butterfinger mount. I think you were the one telling me about that. Oh, there's another one. Okay. I didn't have to go anywhere. That's good. Well, that's fair. That's fair. So the other day I hit 80 on all of my classes. I was doing the Boja stuff and I was leveling Astrologian, so I actually hit 80, which is the last one I had to do. And I have all of these to 82, but I don't have the best crafting gear yet. Like, I don't have that special weapon, so I need to work on that. No, I can't switch servers at this point, man. You don't go from having 80 on everything to switch servers, or to like a new character. You just don't do that. Sorry. But maybe we can play crossplay with the new expansion. I don't know what they're doing with the server stuff. I'm on the Primal Data Center, so I don't know. I don't know what you're on. If you're on that, we can play together. Are you on that? Crystal, okay. Alright, so Endwalker, then. We'll play an Endwalker. We'll play in November. Zephiel plays too. Zephiel plays way more than me, though. Last week he wouldn't shut up about me resubbing. He's like, you gotta play this. Get back into this game. I need you to play this and get into Boja with me. I was like, okay, man, I'll do it. Oh, Sai's playing? Well, that's awesome. I didn't know he was playing this. Yeah, Zephiel's gotten a bit further than, he goes faster than me in this. Zephiel's a madman. He's just all in on this fucking game. He said he was gonna quit his job. He's like, I'm gonna quit my job and play Final Fantasy all day. I didn't think that was a good idea, though. You know, I went to buy a lottery ticket yesterday. This is not a joke. I went up to the pharmacy, and I was getting some Butterfingers for the Final Fantasy mount. It's as stupid as it sounds, but I actually did that. I bought like $10 worth of Butterfingers. I don't even eat Butterfingers. Don't like them. My wife likes them though, so I made her happy. But I went up to get the Butterfingers, and I submitted my receipt yesterday. But while I'm at the pharmacy, I was like, oh, they have some lottery tickets. I should go ahead and buy one. What if I won like $10 million? Then I could just stream all the time. I could play video games. I could go travel. Whatever I want to do. I didn't even have $5 in cash to get lottery tickets. Like, I'm such a non-adult. I never have cash. I never have money on me. I couldn't even buy lottery tickets to, like, potentially win millions and millions of dollars. Yeah, so the Butterfinger thing, I put in the receipt yesterday, but the code takes like 3 to 5 days to get, so I'm hoping I get it in the next couple days here. But I did submit my receipt yesterday. They said they had to verify it. Like, they're taking it super serious. Hey, beautiful Skyrim. Skyrim, tomorrow I am going to be streaming Elder Scrolls Online because the expansion comes out today. It's not up yet, is it? I saw like noon and I just figured it wasn't up and running yet. What was the Butterfinger thing for 7 Remake? What did they do with it? Like, at least in 14 it's a mouse. Like, I don't know, what would it be in the 7 Remake? Hey, tree. Alright, no memories from that one. So let's go down here. Go to the Secret Life of Plants. No, it's only got 5 minutes. Well, maybe we can do it in 5 minutes. Let's go check it out. Was the materia good? Like, was it like a special summon or something that you can only get through Butterfinger? That'd be kind of crazy, wouldn't it? Like, you can only get Knights of the Round Table if you get $10 worth of Butterfingers. Yeah, tomorrow morning is ESO. It's gonna be 5 a.m. Eastern. I'm gonna get back into it. I'm gonna start a new character. So I have a bunch of characters that are already leveled up, but I'm gonna start a new character to do the new content. I've got a name picked out. I saved it, but I've got to restart the character so that I start in the new zone. If I don't start in the new zone, I guess I can just do it the harder way of like actually traveling. There's no way I finish this one in 5 minutes. I guess we're just gonna quit it. Let's go do something else. That one's got 11 minutes. Let's go over to Mbop. Go to the Hansen Fate. They're doing away with Greymore intro material. So what does that mean? Does it mean that you can't start in the new expansion area? Like if I was to try to start with the Blackwood stuff on a new character, is it just going to start me there fresh? Or do I have to just travel to go to the Blackwood? Oh, well they did that last time too, right? So that's exactly what I expected, is that you'd start a new character and then you'd be in the new zone. I did, I had 2 characters that were already 50 when the last expansion came out, when Greymore came out, so I just had to travel on both of them. But this time around I'm going to start a fresh character. I'm going to force our Centaurio seals. Alright. I'm going to go with a Dagger Rogue, like I told you guys. So, hopefully it's something that works out. But I've got the name saved. I'm ready for the character. I just have to have the servers come up and I'll start him up on there. So I got the collector's edition and I pre-ordered, so I get all that pre-order stuff too. I'm really looking forward to that set. The armor set looks awesome. I love talking about ESO while I'm playing Final Fantasy XIV, by the way, because I absolutely adore this game. And I'm playing it, and now I'm talking about ESO. Right now I'm farming Fates, for those of you who are just coming in and curious why I'm playing this game. And I'm trying to get an item drop from Fates, which is this haunting memory of the dying. Apparently the drop rate is absolute trash. I've only gotten 2 in the last 40 minutes. What the fuck am I doing here? Oh, I gotta get these carved necklaces. Yeah, well I have to get 18 of this one, and I have to get 18 of a different one too. So, it is going to be a lot of farm. It's going to take me a little while. The thing about farming in this game is it's way more fun with people. Like, I was doing Boja this weekend, and, you know, you get invited to groups. I don't actually know any of those people, but it was nice to get into the game and play with people again. I don't know if I can just sit here farming this for forever. I think you can do some alliance raids to get the same items. Maybe I'll do that. Because if the Fates aren't dropping it, you can at least queue. Tell us about your character. Can I tell you about my character tree? So, my character is the Warrior of Light, which makes him way better than Zelly's character. I have saved the world like 4 times. And in addition to saving the world like 4 times, I've saved another world. I went to a whole different dimension, and I saved the world in that dimension too. And I'm planning this trip to the moon, where I'm going to save the moon next time around. No, no. I have the tattoo to show that I'm the original Warrior of Light. Got a tattoo. So, in the original... So, for those of you who've never played Final Fantasy XIV, you may not know this. Final Fantasy XIV almost shut down. It almost went away because the game was such hot garbage when it first came out and it was so unpopular that the game almost died. And so there were people who played in what is called 1.0, which is the original game. Damn it, I need a couple more of those. So, here, let me take this off. Let's see if you can see it. So, for people who played in 1.0 and came into A Realm Reborn, you get this cool tattoo right here after the reboot. And I have a legacy tattoo because I played in 1.0. I'm that cool. I am such a cool dude that I played a video game when it was garbage and then replayed it when it wasn't garbage. Yeah, there's actually a whole documentary about it on YouTube. There's like a 3-part series talking about how much it was hot garbage and how the new team came in and took over. It's actually really interesting to watch because no company has done that ever, right? Like, no company has trashed their game and started over. And it really makes Final Fantasy XIV unique in that aspect, at least. But from a gameplay perspective, I mean, it's a really fun game. I would highly recommend people check it out. You can actually play for free up to like level 40 on all of the classes. So I have every class to 80, so I'm capped out on everything, crafting and everything. All of these classes, including the crafting, you can play for free right now. So you, Tree, or Beautiful Skyrim, I know this is not Elder Scrolls. You could come in and play through and get 40 or 60 or whatever the cap is on all of these right now, which is pretty cool. You can play through, all right, through Heaven's Ward, it looks like. Is that, wait, is that 60 though? I guess it is. All right. You can play a lot. You can play a lot for free. So I would definitely check it out. You can't party with people. There's things you can't do. Like, you know, you just can't group up the same way you could if you were playing on a subscribed paid account. But there's a lot of stuff you can do with the free account. As a legacy person, Zelly, I don't really think about this as split up by expansions. This is one whole game. So it's not that I don't know, it's just that I think about the game differently. But yeah, this game's amazing. This game's amazing. This last expansion that came out, Shadowbringers, I would say is probably the best Final Fantasy story of any of the Final Fantasies since like 6. It's so good. And as far as MMO expansions go, it's easily the best MMO expansion I've ever played. And I've played a lot of MMOs. I've played World of Warcraft, I've played ESO, I've played, you know, there's so many MMOs I've played. Those were the big ones. But the, like, WoW expansion, Legion, I considered, like, the best. Like, that and Wrath of the Lich King were, like, amazing. Shadowbringers is easily better than both of those. Like, it's such a good story. A Realm Reborn was good. Stormblood was alright too. What Stormblood had for it wasn't the main story quest, it was all the side quest. Like, there's this whole Beast Tribe group that you can go fight for and do side quests for. And they're like samurai turtles, which they really missed an opportunity to just make them Ninja Turtles. There may have been a copyright issue or something, but they missed an opportunity there. Alright, I haven't gotten one of these memories in like 25 minutes, so I think it's time for us to try something different. So you can get them in the Gur Urbani region or the Shadow of Mach Alliance raids. So let's sign up for those raids. I don't know how many drop from there. Hopefully it's not just one. The shadow. Is this it? Are these the ones? No, I think these are for the other one, aren't they? Does it mean these? These would be the shadow ones, right? Shadow of Mock Alliance raids. Yeah, this is it. These are the shadow ones. So we're just going to sign up for a bunch of Alliance raids. Or you can only sign up for 5. Alright, we'll sign up for... Oh, we'll just sign up for those. See what we get. And we'll do fates in between. So they have 2 types of raids. They have what you would consider like a main raid. Let me show you the difference here. So they have normal raids. Those are 8-man. And then they have alliance raids, which are 18-man alliance raids. So it's actually 3 parties. The alliance raids are easier, I think, but they're multiple bosses. They're longer. The normal raids are 1 boss each. So like Delta Escape 1, 2, 3, 4, that's 4 bosses. And then they have a Savage version of those, and the Savage version is the hardest mode of those. And so the Savage mode drops better gear. The gear doesn't cap off like an ESO. So if you were to go do some of the older content, it's not like the highest level gear. You'd have to do the highest level raids to get that. So there is a high level alliance raid, and there's a high level normal raid. It drops 510 gear and 520 gear. So you can get that stuff from those raids. I also think the music's amazing, Zelly. Like, that's one thing about the Alliance raid. If we get into the Alliance raid, you're going to see that it's got pretty unique music. Although, one of the raids I just signed up for is the Final Fantasy Tactics raid. And so it's mostly Final Fantasy Tactics music. That's right, you can play alongside your favorite Final Fantasy characters in some of the themed raids. So in the Tactics raid, you play alongside the Final Fantasy Tactics group, so Ramza and that group. The newest raid is a Nier Automata raid, so you play with the robots from Nier Automata, so 2B and some of the characters that are in that game show up. There's also some Final Fantasy 5 and 6 themed bosses, normal raids. So you fight the Ghost Train from Final Fantasy 6 as one of the raids. The next expansion is supposed to be like a Final Fantasy 4 themed game because you're going to the moon. So I have a feeling they're going to have like the 4 elementals as one of the boss fights. Oh yeah, and they had Final Fantasy VIII. That's true. Thank you, Zephiel. Yeah, that was the newest one. But then I'm looking forward to the next expansion since it's 4 themed. We're going to see a lot of this stuff in 4. I'm expecting we'll see the 4 elementals for sure. Maybe Golbez. Maybe they've already done Calabrina, so the doll's already in the game. The Mist Dragon's already in the game. So, I mean, there's only, you know, they can't do everything twice, so we'll have to see what they do from that perspective and setting it all up. But I think they can do a lot of cool stuff to make it feel like the 4 bosses. You know, I haven't done a lot of the old content from like Heaven's Ward or Stormblood, like the Savages. Zephiel, maybe we should do that. Let's go in and do some of the old stuff and see if we can just clear those out. I bet it, unsynced it take no time at all. I did all the Bahamut's coil stuff when it was new, though. I had a raid group back then. Now I don't have a raid group, so I just solo through alliance raids and normal trials. Honestly, I wish I had a raid group. I don't. Okay, I'm gonna say this. This is the one part of Final Fantasy I feel is lacking, is the Savage raids to me. It's not as fun. Oh, I got a memory. Sweet. It's not as fun as like a WoW raid. I just don't enjoy it as much. And I'm not saying it's bad because it's good content, but it's really, you know, you log in and you fight one boss, and then you log out. Like, you know, there's 4 bosses. That's the total for the raid, and to get all the gear. But I haven't done the newest Savage stuff, so maybe I'd change my mind if I did it. Maybe I would change my mind. Maybe I'm just being too close-minded as somebody who hasn't completed it. Yeah, this memory farming is pretty awful, though. It's 3 now in 50 minutes, so it's going to take a little while to get these. Maybe the Alliance raids drop more, though. Yeah, when this cross-server comes up, Zelly, you know what I'd like to do is the Blue Mage stuff. I have my Blue Mage capped, and I have all of the spells you can get outside of dungeons, but I don't have all of the newest spells from the dungeons. So Tree, I need, I'm trying to upgrade my weapon. Oh, I took it off. Shit. Where'd my weapon go? So I just got this new weapon, and I'm trying to upgrade it. And to upgrade it, I need 18 memories, haunting memories, and I need 18 memories of another type. So I need 36 total, and I have 3. This is a bit of a grind. You know, the weapon content is meant to hold you over until like November when the expansion comes out. Like they typically have a new patch for the content every 2 to 3 months, which they've held pretty strong on. So I'm sure they're gonna have more content that comes out in the next couple of months, but I don't know what it's gonna be, right? So they typically they have these beast tribes, which are like these extra groups you can get reputation with. Typically they have like a closeout alliance raid where you work with all 3 of these groups at the same time. If you're capped, which I am. If stuff like that. They've got this guy called Hildebrand that occasionally comes back, and there's a quest chain with Hildebrand every quest. Or every expansion. Ninja's a good one, but Ninja's hard to play. Like, if you're looking for easy DPS, Ninja is not the one. Gotta combo out your abilities, you've gotta remember how everything works. I think the other cool part of this is definitely the classes feel different. You know, like you don't go from playing Samurai to Ninja and feeling like it's the exact same experience, because it's not. They play totally different. Which is pretty neat. And I think all of the DPS rankings show like all of the DPS classes are within like 5 to 10% of each other for the most part. That's pretty good considering they have so many different classes and such a variety. Yeah, no, I think, you know, I've only been farming these memories for like 50 minutes. I think the fact that, you know, 50 minutes for 3 isn't terrible, considering it's like the content to do right now. But this isn't the last quest in the chain either, so this will upgrade my weapon to 515, and then from there there's another quest chain to upgrade it to 535. So it'll probably take a couple of weeks to close this one out. That one didn't drop a stone. There we go. So this is the new weapon. And they have materia in the game, like in 7, right? So you can put materia in the weapons to give you extra stats. Paladin's pretty good. Paladin's pretty good. I'm enjoying it. It's not my favorite class, but I usually play a tank class when I play games like this. I'm not going to an ESO tomorrow, but my tank class of choice is going to be Paladin for the next expansion because it's Endwalker and we're going to the moon. Final Fantasy IV, it's Cecil, right? So I think I'm going to play as Paladin going into Endwalker. But my go-to is actually Red Mage. I've really enjoyed Red Mage a lot. Alright, let's get in here. We've got to pick up sharp stones. I aggroed right off the bat. So, let's see if we can kill some of these things. You know, I think Kelia, she was playing Paladin as well. Like, I think most people I know are playing Paladin right now. Which kind of stinks. Like, you know, we're all working on the same item, which is kind of cool if we're working on resistance weapons, but you can't really play together if you're all playing the same thing. No, Red Mage is nothing like Black Mage. Hold on, I'll show you. Let me see. Can I switch while I'm in the Fate? Alright. This guy's not totally leveled either. So, the thing about Red Mage is you kind of have to weave your spell casting and your melee together. But you have this bar that shows like how much power you've accumulated from doing damage. So you want to start with casting. You start with Jolt. And then it gives you a free cast because you automatically instantly cast your second cast. So then you want to shoot arrow off. Now you see my bar, got the white bar is going up. You just want to rotate Jolt, arrow, Jolt, thunder. You're just going to go back and forth. And it weaves the spells so that you get this bar filled up. And once that bar is filled up, there's not a lot of mobs here. So just give me a second. Once that bar is filled up, you can then use a melee combo, and the melee combo does a shit ton of damage. So I actually have my bar lined up in the way I normally cast spells, which unfortunately I can't show you guys right this second. We'll kill something else in a minute. Thing is, I'm 80, so I'm going to crush these things no matter what. Go, here we go. Arrow. Oh, and occasionally these verifiers come up. So you can cast that, and that gives you like a bonus. It also makes your Ver Arrow and Thunder instant cast. Alright, a couple more here and we'll be capped out. Yeah, that did it. So once you're over 90 on both of these, then you're going to go and use the melee combo. And the melee combo is down here below. So what I'll do is I'll charge in, 1, 2, 3, and that takes away my spell power up top, you see. So it's pretty easy to get the combo going. A lot of people struggle with figuring it out because you don't get all of those abilities right off the bat. Like as you start to play Red Mage, go do something else here. Hopefully that one will give us a stone. go to the morning after. But yeah, you just kind of... Oh, you can't see my bar now because I'm on a mount. But you try to weave that into some... So I've got some other stuff up here, like Embolden increases your magic and physical damage, and it does that for the party too. Acceleration makes some of your casts trigger the Ver Arrow or Ver Holy. And as you get higher level, you get stronger spells. So some of those abilities turn into Flare, and like Thunder turns into Flare, Arrow turns into Holy. And you just weave those in and out. Ah, I got a memory. Cool. So yeah, so 1, 2, that gives me the Ver Stone. Use that one, and then we'll use Thunder. And then you can weave in some of these other spells that aren't on the same cooldown, so just pop that out. There we go. And you can see you start killing a lot faster that way. So you just have to know what the rotation is. It's not really any different than any other class. But I really enjoy this one. And the cool thing about it is you can actually instant res people too. So when you're in a group with people who die a lot, like any of the Alliance raids or any of the group content, having that instant cast res is super helpful to the group. Which they actually took away for a while. It came back though in Shadowbringers. Oh, Dancer. Alright, let's talk about Dancer. So Dancer is interesting. You get this thing called Standard Step. And if you do your Standard Step, it gives you a buff. So it increases damage. What's cool about that is you can actually put that buff on you and somebody else. So if I was in a party, I could use this thing called Closed Position, which makes it so that my ability would affect that person and myself. Yeah, it is, totally. Oh shit, I'm gonna die. And I can't equip gear. I'm dead. Alright, let's see if we can kill this thing really quick. You don't like naked dancers, Ellie? Okay, it's saying I'm still in combat, so I can't switch. So we'll give it a second here. But as your dance runs off, the dance buff, you can just use it again. So the problem is, in order to put the dance buff up, you have to stop what you're doing. You can't keep attacking to get the buff up, right? This is the closest the game has come to a support class, though. Because I can put not only a damage buff on, but I can also put like cures and things like that on the people I've partnered with. There we go. Let's put that on. It is, yeah, the abilities are shiny, but it's more about the buffs. Like, I think Dancer is like the worst DPS right now. But it does buff people, so you're buffing the people who do more damage. Like, giving them a 10% DPS increase is pretty huge, right? And all you have to do is do that stupid dance. You get these critical and direct hit buffs that you can put on people. You know, it just depends on your playstyle. Like, I like Red Mage. I like the rotation. And for me, that one as a DPS is the one I prefer playing. I also like the fact that I can res people who die, because one of my big complaints about any game where I play with other people is that I die more than them. So, no, really, when people die because they don't know content, it helps that you can res them up. And unlike other games, like WoW, you can res people during combat unlimited amount of times. It kind of sets you up for failure, but you can do it. So I think, you know, all the classes are cool. Like, they all have something about them that's unique and fun. Dancer's neat, though. I like Dancer a lot. I was going to main Dancer in this expansion. Originally, that's what I had planned to do. And I ended up just playing through as a red mage. I always level 1 DPS first in an expansion, and then I level a tank from there. Because the story mode is a good way to level a character up, and you can't do that twice, right? So, alright, another memory. Yeah, well, so Reaper might be next for me, too. It looks amazing, right? Like, I don't know much about it, but as, like, a melee pet class, which is what I think it's going to be, I'm pretty excited about it. Yeah, you know, they're all cool. Machinist gets a robot now. That's neat. I've always been a big fan of Summoner. Summoner was one I really enjoyed. I just wish they had the full-size avatars, you know, the Aeons, like they did in 11. You know, Dragoon's great because it gets jump. I think that's something that you can't sleep on jump. Sleep's a cool ability, or jumps is here. I love that. Like, no matter how strong they are, that's just fun to do. Like, I love jumping up on people and mobs. Like I said, this game isn't for everybody, but there's a lot of stuff to do in the game. And I'm just talking about the classes right now, but there's like a whole casino. You can go gamble in the casino. You can play Mahjong. They brought that. There's a full game of Mahjong in the game, in Final Fantasy XIV, where you can play with other people. So you can actually sign up to play Mahjong with random players across the world. I think that's awesome. How much are the wings? I'm saving up for the Cactor mounts, which is 2 million. We've got like 1.1 million right now. They have the costume contest. The costume contest nets like 100k per week if you do it. I'm very excited about this game. I don't know if you guys can tell, but I love talking about it. I love playing it. You know what I think I might do is after I play through the new content in ESO, I might come back and play more Final Fantasy XIV and just play that on stream for a while. I don't know. I'm in a weird place with 14 right now because I have so much to do with Boja and the weapon farming, and but I've completed a lot of the quests in the game already. Like most of the zone quests I've completed. I've done all of the class quests. I've done all the crafting quests. Like I could do a new game plus, but I don't really want to do that. I started leveling my trust last week too. I guess there's stuff to do, and it's a matter of whether or not I'd want to do that or not. I haven't played Dragoon in a while. I messed up the combo, but still, fun to jump around. Yeah, I don't know. It's whatever you're into, I guess. I mean, there's just like I said, there's so much. You were playing Ninja, you said? I'm a little torn on Ninja. I don't have any gear for this guy. I like Ninja a lot, but it's probably my least favorite melee. Thing about Ninja is I just don't like the combos you have to do. Like the ninja combos they have set up. Not like the melee stuff. That's cool. You know what I wish? I wish they had split up Thief and Ninja. That would have made me happier, I think. If it was split up so that those were separate jobs, maybe I'd enjoy it more. Wings are 500,000, alright. That's cool. I could buy those. I've got, oh, the tomes recapped. Or, well, I'm not getting in an alliance raid anytime soon. It's been 25 minutes. Maybe we should do, or duty roulette. Get some tomes. I need a little break from Fates, I think. I'm at 5 memories, so 13 more to go. Helia was saying it took her, I think, like 6 hours to get this done. I don't know. I think it's going to take me a bit longer. Unless I start getting lucky. Maybe there's a different zone that's better for Fates. I felt like this one was going to be pretty quick. Yeah, we can do a roulette after this. It hasn't reset. But I don't think I did it yesterday, so... This is, it is a bit faster to kill these on a DPS. Why can I not? There we go. They also have an AoE version, so you can insta-cast the AoE. This is where it gets tricky here. You can use both the Ver Stone and Ver Fire. Did you pre-order Endwalker? Did you get the earring? Like, the earring is pretty good, and it makes it so that, like, leveling isn't such a chore. Alright, another memory. Cool. Alright, let's go, let's do a roulette here. I'm going to withdraw from these. I don't know why they're not popping. I guess there's not enough people doing them. Seems a bit crazy, but whatever. Alright, we'll do an expert. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Zelly. Sorry to hear that. Does everybody like my fat chocobo? Look at that. Oh, look at him try to get the cake. He's so fat. Yeah, I'm noticing that. I think it's tough to get groups for stuff this early. There's a core group of people who are definitely playing though, because I went into Boja the other day at like 6 a.m. and there were a ton of people in Boja. I think that's what most people are doing right at the moment. Which I could go do. I don't have... My Boja rank isn't capped. I could do Boja as well. But I don't know. I just feel like farming these memories and getting the weapon up is more important right now. Because the next step for the weapons is actually to go do the Boja fates. So I'd rather get these memories and knock this part out and get the next weapon and then go back to Boja. To get to Boja, you have to do... I think you have to be caught up on the quest chain up to a certain point. So if you're still in Stormblood or you haven't finished Shadowbringers, you'd have to finish that. But eventually you can go over to the Doman Enclave, which is part of Stormblood. And then there's a teleportation, or there's a ferry or something that gets you over to Gagnos. And Gangnos is where you go. And it's just a little island-looking thing. But on this island, there's a guy who will teleport you to Boja. Here, we can teleport over there. Let's see. Let's go to the Doman Enclave. And there's a ferry right over here. But you can also take, once you've opened it up, you can take the Etherite. And that will take you to Gangos? I don't know how you say it. You want the the fat chocobo? I don't even remember how I got that. I don't know if you can get it anymore, can you? I have a lot of mounts here. I've got a bunch of different chocobos. I've got the Legacy chocobo. Oh, I can't use it yet here. So I had the, what is the Collector's Edition? I bought the Collector's Edition of Final Fantasy when it was 1.0. I actually have my Square Enix token in my desk drawer here. I don't use it anymore. I've got the mobile version. But then I got the Realm Reborn. I think you also had to rebuy it, and I bought the Collector's Edition of that too, because they gave you two mounts. It was the Chocobo and then a Tiger mount or something. Like a cat mount. Alright, we're going to run through this kind of quick. I've been really lucky with being able to afford some of this stuff, and the Collector's Edition is, I don't know if it's totally worth it, but it usually gives you something. Like, I bought the Collector's Edition for Endwalker. And actually, for the first time ever, I've never bought anything on the store, ever, that wasn't, like, just a Collector's Edition or, like, a part of the game, until just last week. I bought all of these Final Fantasy IV minions, and I bought the Lunar Whale. Why the fuck isn't that? There we go. I couldn't target the damn thing. It's too big. I was tab targeting and it wasn't working. I think that's enough. Normally I pull everything, but I don't know who these healers are. They're probably better geared than me. Who the fuck plays at 6 a.m. in the morning, right? But I had to get the Lunar Whale. The Lunar Whale plays the Lunar Whale music from Final Fantasy IV. Oh, it's so cool. Kind of a dumb-looking mount, but it's still... I love it. I'm happy about that purchase. Yeah, I think it carries like 8 people too, or something. There's like a whole raid group. I actually have the like recruit a friend or find a friend mounts too. So I've got the Twintania one. Pretty happy about that. First boss here. Yeah, so 6 memories isn't... I don't know. I guess that's okay for a little over an hour, right? Because that would be 3 hours for 18 of them. So that's about 6 hours, like Helio was saying. That's the Machinist robot there. That's pretty cool. Makes me want to play Machinist. I want to play everything. That's why I have all the classes to 80. I never end up playing all of them, but it's, you know, some of them are pretty good. I'm gonna die to that lightning ball there, I guess. Let's move. No, Gunbreaker is... so I didn't... That was one of the last 2 I leveled. Because I wasn't too interested in it. And now that I've played it, I actually love it. It's great. Again, I know I like everything, so I'm not trying to be like, oh no, you should play everything. Yeah, it's great. But no, it's actually really fun. It does a ton of damage, and it gets threat really easily, which is nice. The combo move it does is cool too. You've got like 2 main DPS combos as a tank, which I always think is fun. Like, you know, it's cool that Paladin has so many defensives, but like doing a little more damage and getting a little more threat would be nice. Gunbreaker's pretty neat though. I think you'd like it. If you like tanking. If you don't like tanking, I don't know what to tell you. Yeah, I'd say Warrior is the most damaging tank, and then it's Gunbreaker. I don't know, maybe it's a split between Dark Knight and Gunbreaker. Tiamat has entered the chat. It just depends on what you're into. Like, I mean, at the end of the day, they all tank, you know? Like, you can make it work for any of them. I don't know. If you've already got Paladin, though, you might want to focus on, like, a caster class or a healer or something. Like, have one of each. Yeah, Zelly, quit it. I hate when people talk to me. Absolutely hate it. That's why I stream. Well, you know, the healing is not that... I hated Astrologian. Astrologian was the last class I got to 80. And I hated it. I couldn't stand it. Like, as a healing class, it just wasn't fun to me. But once you get over 60, it's actually a lot of fun. It's just... you know, some of those classes started a little further back and they didn't have any abilities. So you can't really see if they're good or not until you really get into them. That's kind of how Red Mage was for me at first too. Like you know, you start playing it and it's a lot more fun because you start getting abilities. But the early stuff, the early play, it doesn't make sense. And we're gonna just hold here, let Tiamat kill things. You know, I just finished Final Fantasy IV yesterday. My characters didn't dodge the Frost Breath like I'm doing right now. Would have been nice if they did. I think some of this gear looks cool too. Guys, if you're new to the channel, I'm Briac at Ida Games. Thanks for coming in and watching me. I'm playing Final Fantasy XIV. I play a lot of Final Fantasy. I even have an emote that is a Final Fantasy emote. I'd highly recommend taking a look at that and subbing if you want it. And if you don't want to sub, that's fine. You can just hang out. I stream every morning from 5 a.m. to about 8:30. Just depends on the day. Normally I don't stream on Tuesdays, but I had a meeting that got canceled, so I didn't have to be on the phone at 6 a.m. like normal. So here we are. Oh, no. Today is Final Fantasy XIV. Tomorrow will be ESO as the expansion is coming out. I have a list of games I'm going to be playing. Fuck, I didn't even get hit there. A list of games I'm going to be playing the rest of the year, which are down below in my About section. And you can see all the games I've completed. A lot of those look like Square games. I'm a big fan of. Weird. Didn't move me. Is there more out here? I always feel like there's more that's going to spawn. I don't think there is. I just don't want to be in that little area. Telotech Predator. What kind of name is that? Get to ride a dragon. The shadow does not match up to the wyvern. Oh, that's the guy in front of me. All right, it's Tiamat. I was like, those shadows don't match up. It's a little weird. on, team it. Kill everything. Kill it all. Having a giant dragon in your party is pretty cool. This is the last 4-man instance of Shadowbringers, so it's really got like this awesome ending here. We're gonna fight Lunar Bahamut. What's cool is if you get up early enough, you can do all of this before the reset. I don't know why I'm going over here. I got hit by something I wasn't supposed to. Oh, I gotta stay there. I've only done this place like 3 times, so I'm not really nailing all the abilities here. Shit, I still got hit? Like 8 times? Man, fuck that up. Lunar Bahamut's going away. Alright, Lunar Bahamut down. Come in that healer. That healer saved my butt because I was not doing things the right way. Alright, let's look at another roulette. And then we'll go into Boja. Leveling gives 20 revelation? That's pretty good. Trials get 15. Trials are quick too. Same with the normal raids. Let's do one of these. Probably don't even need them, but... I wish you'd sign up for 2 of these. You know, just whatever pops first and then rolls you into the second one. Oh, wait. This, weekly? Yeah, it is. We could do that instead. Let's do that. Maybe? How do I sign up for the, Oh, sign up over here, right? Look at that water. Look how good that water looks. I don't know if the queue's gonna pop for Delibrum Origin. It's so early. I just don't know if people are gonna be on doing this. Oh well, we can just go farm more Boja, I guess. Let's go to Zadner. Zadnor. We got a lot to do here. I'm ranked 22. It's my Fenrir mount. I'm gonna go to parts and parcel real quick. I think that one will wrap up pretty quickly. Oh, that's some random monster. Why am I fighting that? I've got one Magitech component. I think typically if you turn in like 7 of these, you end up getting gold. This is what we're shooting for. I don't know how I feel about Boja. Like, I had a lot of fun with it doing this all weekend, but I did it all weekend. Like, I'm kind of burned out on it, I think. I'm almost ranked 25. And by doing this all weekend, by the way, I mean, I went from, like, rank 4 to 22 over the weekend. Once you get past rank 10, it's pretty fast, actually. Alright, I think we've got enough. Let's go ahead and turn these in. Let's go to the next. Broken Blade we can't do. Let's go one way up there. Get that. Over the weekend, I went to Micro Center, and I bought a Wi-Fi card that has Bluetooth in it. And I've got these, like, this is gonna sound like I don't know, early 2000s middle-aged businessman, but I've got these like Bluetooth earpieces. Kind of wanted to try it out and see if I can hear the game through them pretty well. Because one of the problems I have is, like, I've been using these for games, just like, you know, a corded wire, and it limits my ability to, like, feel comfortable moving around while I'm playing games. I know I'm not moving that much, but it just makes me uncomfortable. I was thinking if I start using a Bluetooth headset, it would be a little easier. I don't know if the sound's gonna lag or if it'll work out, but I thought I'd give it a shot. I've got to install it. Oh, the card's sitting here on my desk. Skirmish has broken out nearby. People have shown up. Here we go. You know, I thought I'd be able just to sit there farming those Heaven's Ward fates for like a few hours, and I couldn't do that. I think we're gonna have to limit that to a couple hours a day. I mean, I'm at 6. If I can do like an hour a day, I'd still knock it out in the next week. Shit, what's the fastest way up there, I guess? Let's go back. Got my Amaro here. You get this mount for getting 80 on everything, by the way, in case you're wondering. Might want to try doing that, guys. It's a pretty cool mount. I think those are going to be done before I even get up there. Yeah, I think so. There's another one coming up, though. Over here. We'll go do that one. Should I? You know what? Let's hold. Let's hold. Critical engagement nearby. Yes. Let's register. To zone 3. "52 people have signed up." What does that mean? Can you have more than 48? I've never seen more than the 48 sign up. That's crazy. Let's be ready to hit commence, I guess. Oh, wait, what? You were unable to join? Oh, that's bullshit. That's bullshit. I've never had that happen to me before. Let's go to that one up top. Seek and you will find. Let's go do that. Maybe we need to be in a group. Maybe being in a group would give me a better shot. Oh, this is the Chocobo one. Oh, I don't like this one. Yeah, there's a ton of people up here, though. Look at all these people doing this stuff. Alright, we got gold for that one. Let's go, do we go down to this one, or do we just chill and see what happens? So we can go to the challenge accepted one, right? Ooh, another 5 fates should level us. So, I'm trying to get to rank 23 here. I think I'm going to need to look for a group, though, if I'm going to continue to do this. Like, I can't get locked out of the critical engagements again. It's good experience, it's good metal, and you know, I want to get the rewards. Somebody run away? Okay. These are pretty hard to solo. Like, I don't think I should be doing this. We can go do the ones up top, because these are going faster with people up there. See if I get kicked out of this one too. There's 49 people in that one too. So is it gonna be the same thing where I get kicked out? Oh fuck, I didn't mean to aggro that. Did I aggro that or did somebody else? I got kicked out of the last one. Hopefully I get priority this time around. Jesus, fuck, man. Alright, I got into that one. Let's go. Yeah, I've never seen so many people doing these. Full disclosure for those viewing, I've never done this. Never done this. I just opened this area last night, so these critical engagements in this zone, this area right up here, I haven't done yet. I'm probably gonna die. We'll see how it goes. I do die to games though, so I think that's fitting, isn't it? See how many metal this gives me. And that one's still at 66%. Did everybody leave there? I bet they all did. Oh no. Somebody beat it. Alright, 216,000 from that one. That's great. That means if I die to this like a couple times, it won't be a big deal. Oh, jeez. Hopefully we don't die. Alright, here it goes. Now, if you guys can see what's going on the screen and tell me, that would be great. There's a lot of explosions happening. Jeez, look at all the explosions. That's the one thing about this game that can be frustrating, is there's like, look at all that. Like, it's very colorful. Oh shit. Shit. I ran right into it. I should have waited. Are we supposed to stay away from those things? Yeah, it looks like we're supposed to stay away. Look at all the flashy explosions. Holy crap. Shit. I'm gonna get hit here. There was no way around that. I was in the wrong place. I'm guessing this is the last one. Campek, he's got like Campy, he's got an actual name. What the fuck is hitting me? Oh, I've got threat. Okay. 607,000 from that one fight? Oh, that was a lot. That was a lot. Alright, let's go do this up here. Maybe we'll get lucky and get gold with this because we're in a group. Yeah, 240. That was a quick 240 too. Let's go do Mean Spirited now. I'm gonna go over here. This is the Twintania mount. I think this one's cool. That's the Butterfinger one that you can get. I'm waiting on my code for that one. Look at this guy. This looks like, I don't know what he looks like. He looks awesome. Died really quick though. Gold! Get gold so fast. Everything's dying quick because there's like 50 people hitting these things. This is kind of nice though. I just ranked up, so let's go. Let's go rank up and then we'll be right back because we get more experience from being a higher rank. Rank up. There's a new quest over here. Let's go ahead and see what that is. I don't actually care what the quest. Like, I'm not for Boja. I haven't been reading any of the quest stuff or watching the cutscenes. I've just been skipping it. Now we've got to investigate that new area. Let's go do that. Some of these quests lead to new stuff, like dungeons and stuff, so I want to make sure to unlock this. Let's just finish this quest before we do any more rank up. Although it does look like this is pretty quick here. We can go ahead and just get some quick experience. quick if you don't die anyway. Ooh. Yeah, I only got silver, but that's still 150,000 I didn't have before. Here's the lunar whale. Alright, renewed focus. Let's go investigate that area. You get 630,000 for that quest. Just for investigating. Uh-oh. It's a hostile presence. Guys, tomorrow is, just a reminder, an ESO expansion day. So we're going to be playing the new ESO, Elder Scrolls Online expansion, tomorrow. Probably through the end of the week. Maybe longer if I have fun, but if not, we may come back to Final Fantasy XIV. Or we may play one of the games that's on my game list below in the About section. I don't know, I guess it kind of depends, because I'm actually having a lot of fun with 14 right now, and I'm not burned out on single-player games, but I've been just smashing through those. I mean, outside of, like, the 260-odd deaths I had for Dark Souls 2, cleared a lot of games this year. Gotten through more than I thought we would. And a lot of games I didn't originally have on my list, like the Batman NES game was fun to play through. I really enjoyed that one. Alright, let's just return. We beat Final Fantasy IV yesterday. We're playing ESO tomorrow. I could see myself coming back to 14 next week, though. Skipping all the story stuff, because I do not care about Boja. $630,000 medal. The next quest is at rank 25. Alright. Let's go back to this top area. And we'll just follow the chain here, and hopefully we can get a bunch of experience. I like that mount. Looks awesome. What the fuck is that? A mini dragon? That's pretty tight. Hypertuned Havoc. Attack of the Machines. We've got two options. If I even get there on time. It's like everybody's already there. Out of the AoE. Shit's dying so fast. Where'd that other fate go? Somebody already did the attack of the machines? It was that quick? here because I wasn't typing instead of paying attention. Let's try to find a group, because I think getting in a group makes it easier to get gold. I got gold. I don't need it. $252,000 from one fate. It's so quick. So quick. Once you get into Zadner, everything's quick. Oh man, back we go. Attack of the Super Soldiers. Captain America is going to fight us. Here we go. These they look more like the new Captain America. Yeah, they've got wings. That's a joke like 5 people probably get. Did anybody watch, oh, wait, hold on. The Falcon and the Winter Soldier? I think, it was pretty good, but I don't think a lot of people watched it. Alright, I'm in a group that's registered. Oh, man. Alright, here it goes. Feeling the burn. Some of the names are great in this. I did a really good job with the translations. Alright, we're gonna do this critical engagement here. Gears getting busted. Look at that. That Fate is going to get knocked out before the CE. You know, I was just thinking my hands are hurting, and I don't think it's from the game. I think it's, I was doing this yard work yesterday. Pulling up, we have this, like, ivy and these vines that, like, grow outside. I've been trying to pull them all out of the ground. My hands are killing me from that. Alright, let's see how Blackburn goes. Again, I haven't done this. Or did I? Was this one earlier? I don't think so. Oh, they go from both sides. Okay, gotta watch both sides. Fuck. How are you supposed to know where to go? Okay, seriously. I'm sure it's the same every time, but how are you just supposed to know that coming in the first time? I guess you're not? Is that the thing? Crap. Crap. I don't want to tank now. I've got like 6 vulnerability. Oh, jeez. Alright, 630,000 metal. There's a fade over here. Let's see if we can get that one. Oh, this is the Chocobo one again. This one's gonna go down in 5 seconds. Oh, yeah. Look at that. Look at that. That's what happens when you get a group this big. Oh, well guys, I was not meaning to stream today, but my meeting got canceled, so I was able to do that. However, I think it's a good time to cut it off. I'm gonna cut off a little early and go have some breakfast, and yeah, make sure I'm waking up my kids and stuff like that. Let's look real quick. Let's see if there's somebody we can raid. There is. You know what? We're going to return the favor. Somebody raided us the other day. We're going to raid Supercomputer, who's playing Final Fantasy IV right now. So let's go over to Supercomputer. Guys, thank you very much for hanging out with me. I'm Briak at Ida Games. I will be back tomorrow with the ESO expansion. I hope you guys have a good night. Talk to you later. Be good to each other.
literally, it's now hands free. There's nothing